that is a great example of wonderful teacher leadership in bringing this all together for you today. So why is this important? Why is it important to have school board, district office, principals, teachers together in this work? It's making a difference in our practice. And you've just seen a couple of examples. It's not all about test scores, not all about test scores. Although I'd have to say test scores have gotten more important to me over the years, unfortunately. But we're seeing a difference in the way that kids are learning every day in the classroom. We're seeing a difference in the way that teachers teach. It's all about quality teachers and quality instruction. And that's what we're seeing come out of this work. It meets the vision and the goals of the school board. Our benchmarks, our data analysis, collaboration, and instruction. These have been our 4-district initiatives. This is going on 4 years. So we really haven't changed our initiative. We have really been able to focus all of our resources in this direction. It builds a great relationship between the district staff, teachers, superintendent, and the elected. It allows us to all be on the same team. And it also gives our school board a great, clear picture about why we do what we do in the schools, why we have policies, why our budget goes a certain way, why we write certain grants, why we ask for professional development time, early release. That isn't always accepted by school boards. I can tell you that personally from experience. That is not always an accepted practice to have kids leaving early, especially since we have such a short school year. But when you can show this kind of reasoning and rationale and results, I'd have to say, then it really gives our board a clear understanding as to why we are asking for what we are asking for. So what's the evolution of the work that we're doing? You can see for yourself. We want to keep meeting, and we want to keep talking, and we want to keep discussing, because this has been a really positive experience for us. Continuing professional development, continuing to push. I threw that in there. We haven't talked about culturally responsive teaching, but I'm throwing it in there anyway because it's like really important also to our school district. I didn't want you to think there aren't other things we work on because we have such a culturally diverse population, but this also fits into the work of culturally responsive teaching when we look at curriculum and instruction. Keeping and collecting quality data. We have some wonderful people in our district that are data collectors, analyzers. These days you have to have people that are put into those positions. You really can't just do that on your own anymore because there's such a barrage of data. But teaching our principals and our teachers, pulling up their data, being their own little data team, and working on their own individual data teams is really important to us. And also keeping the vision right in front of everything we do. And you can see on our PowerPoint on the sides of all of our slides, it's pride through performance. And that's our motto in our school district. And so far, there's been a lot of pride in our performance in Parkrose. So right now, I think what we'd like to do, this is our contact information. We're going to stop talking at you. And I'd like to open up for any questions that you have for any member of the panel. We would really like to have some questions and answers with you, or if you have feedback that you would like to give us over what you have seen today, give us some feedback as well. We'd really like to have some feedback from you.